The Huey Cam. Featuring the best of Lamont and Tonelli on 107.7 The Bone.
We have Christopher Titus in the studio. There, are you happy? I said your name properly.
Very nice. Thank you very
Christopher
much.
Titus, who is playing at Tommy T's in Pleasanton, and you're there, what, tonight?
Tonight, 7:30, 9:30.
Two shows tonight.
2 shows tomorrow, 7:30, 9:30, and then 7:30 show on Sunday. Come hear me blaspheme. Come on.
And this is a pretty nice club for you.
I like this club. You know, Tommy, I've known Tommy since I was 18 years old.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Huh?
I told Tommy when I was 19 years old that I was getting a TV show. I said, you better put me on that stage. And then, 20 years later. 20
So now you're doing like
14 years
are
later.
you doing like a whole new show now? I
Yeah,
mean, you were
never
doing
lose-
Love is Evil
Love
before.
is Evil's over. If you come down to the show, I'm doing an entire new 90 minutes, and it's all about the kids. Like kids, we have to take our country back from our kids first. We keep talking like the government. It's our kids, man. Our kids. And I'm in the DMV. It's bad enough I'm in the DMV, but there's a little fat kid there. So I'm sorry, Sully. And he's not just a little fat kid. This kid is the Grand Marshal riding the fudge float in the juvenile diabetes parade, man. This kid. No, I'm not. No, I mean he's just like no neck fat, no bone structure fat. He's Jabba the Fat. This
He's a
kid.
blob.
Yes, he is an M&M in tennis shoes, and that's it. All right. now I wouldn't have noticed anything except the kid is obnoxious, and he's sitting there in this hand, in his right hand, he's got this Snickers bar the size of a Louisville Slugger. I mean, it's huge, and it says Snickers, and it says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on it. And then on this hand, the other hand, he's got like a Tickle Me Elmo doll, but it's like but it's been like it's a pulled one. You pull the string and it talks, but something's wrong because he's dipped in the toilet 100 times or something, and so it does when he pulls the string, it doesn't go ha ha ha. It goes ha 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 ha. Tickle me. It sounds like an angry Catholic priest, frankly. So the kid, we're in the DMV. Bad enough, I wouldn't have noticed had he just sit there, but he's doing this in the DMV. Dad, I want to go. I hated him. I want to go. He was making the DMV worse. All right, so the kid finally goes, Dad, I'm leaving. And he leaves. He heads for the door. He's 5 years old.
Yeah.
Now, my father would have let me leave. And I would have been run over in the parking lot by a student driver. Then my father would have scraped up my remains with an orange safety cone and buried me under a headstone that said, hey, he wanted to leave.
And he would have picked up one of the gals at the DMV.
Yeah, and he would have taken home a new mommy and actually had got some consoling about his dead kid. Exactly right. Exactly right. So this dad, I look at the dad who's in line across. By the way, the dad is third in line at the DMV.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is just and he's
It
one of
takes
those,
a lifetime to get there.
I know, and the kid's
Yeah.
leaving. The kid leaves the line, and I was like, "What?" And he's one of those like new age timeout dads. You know, he's wearing a shirt made out of flannel and regret, and he just he's the dad that gives out the trophies to the losers in Little League.
Oh,
and by the
okay.
way, when did that start? You coach hockey. Do you give out trophies to the losers?
No, absolutely not.
No, that's hockey.
Hockey. If I would have got a trophy for sucking, I would have a mantle full of trophies, man. There's my baseball sucking trophy. There's my football sucking trophy. There's my bicycle motocross sucking trophy. Oh, there's a trophy where I sucked for 17 years speaking to the female race. That was so bad they had to retire my silver foil reflective bomber jacket that said Corvette on it. I had one of those jackets. It would actually reflect light up onto my chin acne. It was horrible. Oh, and there's my trophy for chin acne. Very nice. By the way, when did we start doing that? When do you get trophies for sucking? When did that start
I
happening?
don't
Little
know,
league stuff,
man.
I think, is where it started.
Okay, my daughter plays soccer, right? She
Right,
played soccer.
yep.
She's 8 years old, plays soccer, and the team lost 6 out of 10 games, which is suck territory, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it was a good experience. My kid, by the way, best kid on the team. At least she chased the ball. They had one kid, the goalie, just spun in the goal the whole time. the right forward, he would actually watch the game in the next field and pick in his nose, and he was enjoying picking his nose. Like he got into it, like his skull had a clitoris, man. It was crazy.
3 knuckles deep.
Yeah, this kid, and he would just watch. And I'm not the dad. I'm not the dad to have at that game. I'm like, the ball's over there. I'm screaming, like I didn't get to go to all the games by parental petition from the other players' moms and dads. So, but here's the problem with the trophy thing.
Yes.
Here's the problem. So all these kids that aren't going to do anything, you get a trophy for nothing? Because I asked my daughter, because we finished the season, she goes, we got to go to the trophy ceremony. And my first thought was, wow, they're going to make you watch the kids that are really good get trophies?
Yeah.
I go, well, that's humiliating.
Yeah.
I like it. Because then maybe next year you'll get mad and you'll play better. Good. Let's go watch those
That's
kids
your
get the
dad
trophies.
coming out
Yeah.
again.
But you know, it's weird because as I get older, I realize, oh, Dad was right. you don't need a
something.
taser. I'm not going to use a taser like my dad did. But so what happens is, and she goes, no, we get trophies, and I didn't even. It just came out. I go, for what? And I didn't. It just came out. She goes, "Because we participated." Really? Is that all we need in America now to participate? You know, France participates, but nobody wants to freaking be France. See, I'm not worried. It's bad enough to those kids. Because here's what's happening. Because these parents, by the way, you parents out there that believe that your kids deserve a trophy for just showing up. Right. Okay, you enjoy that in 10 years when that kid's in your kitchen, 22 years old, asking where his next trophy is and how come he can't get $100 and he's still living with you. You'd be happy about that. You keep pointing at baby Huey. At least he's got a job, kinda. Anyway,
but follows us around with a video camera all the time.
That's his job.
You know what I feel real bad about that? What about the Kobe Bryant kid? What about the Brett Favre kid? The kid who was like doing laps in the womb, man. That kid who's get up at 6 in the morning throwing a football through a tire for an hour before he goes to school. That kid. Here's the problem. That kid is going to get the same crap trophy as a kid who's picking his nose and spinning the goal. Here's what's going to happen. That kid's only going to take that for so long. And then in his senior year in high school, he's going to walk into his home ec class with a shotgun and an overdeveloped sense of competition. And he's going to be like, everybody gets a trophy. Boom. We're all winners. Ha ha. Boom. I'm going to beat those Columbine kids. Boom. I'm competitive. And by the way, if you're one of those parents that think your kid needs a trophy for just showing up, you're part of the problem. Moving on. So anyway, that's right.
Oh, that's beautiful.
There's a lot more to that story, man. The kid in the DMV. So you want to go back to the DMV? So we're back in the DMV.